McFarland here. Welcome to this week's edition of Martha Monday. It's almost the end of the month, so as is our custom, we're releasing the new month's edition of our Do It list. This is the Do It list for October. You can follow the link in the comments section below and download your own PDF version of this. And so since it is October, you know what that means. October means that it's sweater weather. It's finally going to cool off even here in Northwest Arkansas, and I hope you're experiencing cooler weather wherever you live. So it's going to be sweater weather. It's time to haul out all the fall decor and decorate the house with orange and yellow and rust-colored beautiful things. Time to get out the pumpkins. Time to buy some mums and put those on the front porch. And it also means that it's time for our Do It list, one of the monthly tasks, to be changed out, and we're going to see that is clean out a closet. Now, we add clean the closet for the list in October as well as to the list in April. Those of you who are familiar with our Do It list know that this is simply a tool to help you keep home and hearth organized. We have taken the thinking part out of how to manage hearth and home and boiled it down to some tasks that just help you keep things going, keep things rolling, to free you up for more important things. But we put it all on one page and we divide it into convenient sections. So there's daily tasks, weekly tasks, and monthly tasks. And because so many of our monthly tasks only need to be done once a year, we change these out periodically. And purging the closet, cleaning out the closet is one of those. We put it on the calendar in April, and we put it on the calendar again in October. And why do we do that, you might ask? Well, if you're like most people, you have more than one closet. And so we want you to systematically go through the house, get your closets tackled and organized one closet at a time. There's no way, I don't think there's a way, that you can get all of those closets done in one particular month. So we're going to challenge you to pick just one closet and tackle that closet in October. And then maybe you can be thinking ahead which closet you're going to tackle come next April. The wonderful thing is that if you keep with it, it won't take very long before you've systematically gone through each closet in your house. And once you go through that initial purging, organizing, sorting, purging, arranging, my little S.P.A.M method, after you get there mode, it's a lot easier to get into maintenance mode. So the next time it pops up on the calendar, next October, you will be able to just sort of give it a quick perusal, maybe do some tweaking, and you will be done. Well, I am once again going to become vulnerable with you. I am going to purge my sweaters. So I have a couple of shelves in my closet and where I keep a couple of baskets that are just for sweaters. And it's gotten a little unruly. I tend to be a person who loves clothes. I have shopped at Goodwill and garage sales for clothes, and once I buy clothes, I just don't seem to get rid of them. So I've been systematically going through my closet this month, kind of getting ready for this. And I want to share a couple of different approaches that you can use, as I have used, when it comes to tackling a full closet. I think probably the master closet is the most challenging. If you still have children at home, one of your children's closet might be the most challenging. So if you want to make it a little easier for yourself, if this is your first time through, maybe you would like to tackle a coat closet or a game closet or another closet that might be a little less daunting. But if you are not faint of heart and you want to tackle the master closet like I have been doing, you can do it a couple of ways. I'm going to share two approaches. One is to just get up early, plan on ordering a pizza for dinner, roll up your sleeves, and tackle that whole closet in one day. Take everything out. We're going to do, remember that old TV show Clean Sweep that was on TLC? Take everything out of the closet, give it a good cleaning, dust the shelves, dust the baseboards, vacuum the floor, clean the closet out, and then begin all that sorting. I shared with you in a Martha Monday a couple of weeks ago my organization little acronym that I call S.P.A.M, S-P-A.M. And that acronym is for Sort, Purge, Arrange, Maintain. So I'm going to do the S.P.A.M, the Sort, Purge, Arrange, Maintain, with just my sweaters. But what I want you to know is that I have systematically gone through my closet the last few weeks. I tackled long-sleeved blouses and shirts. Then I tackled short-sleeved. And then I did sleeveless. I did slacks and I did skirts, and now I'm down to sweaters. So if tackling the entire closet at once just feels too daunting, maybe you can tackle some categories. Because I already had mine sort of arranged in those categories, it sort of lent itself to that. Now, if yours are just all in a jumble and you just have things there together, you might want to take a section at a time. Or you might, if you have different shelves at different levels, you might want to take the top shelf and work your way down and then do the top rod and the lower rod and save the floor for last. Figure out what you have time to do. If you can tackle this job by using 4 Saturdays in October and giving it an hour or 2, or maybe just 20 minutes, then do it that way. If you're a woman that just wants to mark off one day and get it all done, then go at it, girl. Just figure out what might work for you. So what I've done is I pulled my sweaters off, and so we're going to jump in and we're going to do the sorting. I just want to give you a quick caution that the first time you're doing this, it will be hard, especially if you decide to do the whole closet. And that sorting and deciding to purge and getting rid of things, it's going to be time consuming. It might drum up some memories. You're going to have to examine clothing to see if things are torn or missing buttons, if they need repaired. So it is going to be time consuming the first time. It is maybe going to be a little painful when you start challenging yourself to release some things. And it might even be tearful as you start trying to manage, but you are going to reap the great rewards. It's going to be a delight to go into your closet, be able to see what you have, find what you have, know that everything in there is something that you would actually reach for to wear. I think sometimes I've held on to things just because I feel like, well, I want to be a good steward. I bought these things. There's nothing wrong with this. I should wear it. And yet I never do. So I've tried to tell myself that if I hold on to things that I am not using and not planning to wear, I'm not being a good steward, I'm actually being greedy. I need to release these things to bless someone else who will use them. So let's jump in. I'm going to set my do-it list aside. I decided to use my bed, so here I am being vulnerable, inviting you into my bedroom. I got rid of some of my throw pillows, and I'm basically just going to dump these 2 baskets out and begin the process of sorting what I have. Now there's a lot here. There are a lot of sweaters, and some of these I've had for a very long time. So this one, had it for a long time. I think I'm going to first just sort these into just regular crew neck and then turtleneck. That might be the easiest thing to do so far. This one is, I think this is kind of big on me, so that might right off the bat be one I get rid of, although sometimes a bigger sweater is kind of more comfortable. So here's another turtleneck. Gotta say, I don't know that I love that. I think I got it on clearance, and sometimes Laura is tempted to buy things that are on clearance because it's such a great price, and then later she wears it once or twice, decides she doesn't love it. So these are all my turtlenecks. This is a short-sleeved or a sleeveless turtleneck. This is another short-sleeved one. I don't really wear those anymore. Here's a cardigan. Let me start a different pile for cardigans up here. There's a cute little sweater that I think I rescued that from my daughter's giveaway pile a few years ago. It's amazing how my children seem to be much better at sorting and purging and keeping their homes better maintained than I am. I don't know how that happened, because they certainly didn't learn it from me, but I find that sometimes my kiddos are better at getting rid of things and moving them out and making that good assessment about whether or not they really need it and whether or not they really do love it. So I think I have a lot of turtlenecks and a lot of crew necks, lots of various colors. I'm seeing things that I haven't seen in a while that I actually kind of forgot that I had. There's a little cardigan that I had completely forgotten about, and there's another cardigan that, nope, that's a V-neck. Here is another turtleneck that's red, always nice to wear at Christmas. There's a V-neck. Here is a turtleneck, and we might just have to speed up the video because I'm sure you might be getting bored at this point. I have lots of turtlenecks. I've also decided that sometimes maybe my body shape or style, I don't know. I'm not sure the turtlenecks are actually a good look for me, but we'll see. They're nice and warm and fun to wear in the winter no matter what. There's another black one, and here is a pink one. So lots of turtlenecks for Laura and lots of crew necks as well. So I've got them sorted into 2 different piles, and then I can kind of start to go through and look at, oh, here's another sleeveless turtleneck. So I think right off the bat, I don't think I'll wear these sleeveless and short ones. I'm gonna get rid of some of those. This is a turtleneck that I don't think I wear very often. I just kind of haven't. So I think I'm gonna get rid of that one. This one, I opt not to wear because I don't like the mock neck on it, and I tend to just pass on it. I do think I need a black and a brown turtleneck. This white one, I think I'm gonna get rid of and maybe keep this off-white one and keep this white one. So I'll keep one white one to get rid of, so I've got a white and an off-white that I will keep. There is a turquoise, and I actually do have a necklace that sometimes I like to wear with that, so I will hold on to it. I'll keep the red for Christmas. I think that gray one is comfy. I got rid of the other gray one, I think, yes. So I think I'll keep this gray one. I have another brown one. So I think actually that perhaps, let me just look and make sure. One of these I thought had a little flaw. I think I'll keep that brown one and get rid of this brown one. I think I like the other brown one better. This pink turtleneck I have had forever. I like the hot pink. I like those bright colors, so I think I will keep it. Since I grabbed the other white turtleneck, I think that I will go ahead and get rid of this one. Here is a tan one that I think I have worn with a scarf and black slacks. I'll keep that. I do not wear that purple one. I like the ski one. I don't think I'll wear this pink one much. And I'm gonna give this red one another try to hold on to it. And this is one with a little bit of a different design. So I think I will hold on to this one. So I've gotten rid of a few. I do have this one that's kind of fun to wear at Christmas time, my little glitzy, shiny turtleneck. So there, I've gotten rid of a few. Then we go on to the crew necks and the V-necks. So let me look at my collars. I do like this gold one. I actually got this to go back to my high school class reunion last fall. The Ripley High School Vikings are blue and gold, and I just invested in a little gold turtleneck. This is a fun V-neck. I do like that. I don't think I'll wear this one anymore. And I like that one, and I like that one. I like both of these. The purple one, I actually had forgotten about this, and I think I will wear it, so I'm gonna keep it. This, I'm gonna keep. I think if my daughter rejected it, and I haven't worn it since I rescued it from her pile, I'm gonna let that one go. I do like this one. It's got a little bit of a 3/4 length sleeve, so that's a nice style. This one is kind of oversized, but it's a fun sweater. And then this one, I think I'll give it another chance and I'll see. So there we have it. I think I am gonna go ahead and this cardigan, I don't think I will wear. I'm gonna put that in the get rid of pile. And this cardigan, the blue one, I think I'll hold on to. So there, I've gotten rid of a few. And now I've got these to hold on to. So I'm going to try to look at each one of these. I try to, when I wear things, if I note that there's anything wrong with them, I'm gonna go ahead and plan to pull those out and see if they can be repaired. Sweaters are sometimes harder to repair than others because sometimes you almost have to be able to knit to do that. So I'm gonna try to fold these the Marie Kondo way a little bit so that they will fit nicely into my basket. I'm gonna kind of color code them. Usually when I arrange items in my closet, I go from dark to light, or if they're just colors, I go by the colors of the rainbow, and I might go red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, kind of that thing. I'm gonna go ahead and put my black ones and my brown ones in first, since they're kind of not really a collar. With my little sort, purge, arrange, maintain method, first I do all the sorting, which is what I did already, kind of sorted them out, dumped everything out, sorted it. Then we did the purging. And so I just sort of purged my sweaters basically by what I don't wear and what is kind of gotten tired or just a little bit outdated. And but when you do the normal purging, it might be things that have a broken zipper or just need repaired or can't be repaired. There might be a variety of reasons to purge. A couple of my things I purged because I had duplicates. I realized I don't need 2 white turtlenecks. So the purging can be just because something is old and tired. There may be nothing wrong with it at all, but you just don't find yourself wearing it any longer. So purging can be for a variety of reasons. You don't like it, you don't wear it, it's broken, it needs repaired, you don't want to take the time to repair it, whatever. I bought these baskets, I measured, and when I went to the store, I looked for a basket that would fit right on the shelf. So we've sorted, we've purged, I'm ready to arrange. Evaluate your baskets and your shelving. Would cubbies work? Would baskets work? I like the baskets because it keeps things, it's going to keep these lined up. I found that if I just line my sweaters up on a shelf, as soon as I try to pull that one on the bottom out, everything goes tumbling away. But I like a basket like this. Not only is it just a laundry basket and inexpensive, it's easy to wipe out compared to like a wicker basket or cloth basket that's difficult to clean, or it might yank and snag my sweaters. But also, instead of it being a solid wall, because it's got the little holes, I can see what's in here, and I really like that. I like to look up and know exactly where that sweater is and where I can find it. So that works out well. When you begin to think about how to organize your shelves, think about cubbies and sizes and what will work. When you're doing your closet and you're thinking about how to arrange your clothing, when you're hanging up slacks or sweaters or whatever, I have gone to these thin velvet sort of hangers. I really like these because they're velvet coated. They don't seem to leave the creases on my slacks like others. And because they're thin, they just line up so nicely, and they look very nice on the shelf, and they take up less space. So I really like those, and over time, I found the good deal. I looked online for those. I'll add a link below also to where you can purchase yours on Amazon if you would like to invest in some like mine. Another idea would be to buy color-coded, just plastic hangers. And of course, those plastic hangers are inexpensive. You can find those at any department store. The nice thing about the plastic hangers is you can also get creative with the colors. So for example, you could get red hangers, and those are for your skirts, and blue hangers can be for your blouses, and so on. And you could even get so sophisticated as to decide, well, I'm only going to give myself 10 pairs of slacks. So if red is your color for slacks, then you know that when you hang up your slacks on a red hanger, when you're out of red hangers and you buy another pair of slacks, then that is a good memory, a good reminder to you that you need to get rid of a pair of slacks, because you're going to sort of maintain that minimalist attitude. I've never been quite good at doing that, but my son Luke is. When he gets something new, he goes ahead and replaces it. He takes something out to get rid of what he got new. So I've arranged all these in here this way. I was hoping they would all fit in one row, but I did have a couple on the side here. So I've got them all lined up. I can see what I have. They're folded up nicely. So I have my crews and my V-necks all in one basket. Off camera, I'm gonna go now next and fold all of my turtlenecks, and I'm gonna put them in my other basket, and I will call this task done. It really did not take that long. I think sometimes when you're doing the purging, if you do it quickly, and because I'm recording, it forced me to do it quickly, but you might play some music or set a timer and just try to challenge yourself not to get caught up too much in the memories or would I wear it or will I not. I promise you, I can't remember one time that I regretted getting rid of something. Usually it's just a pleasure to walk into the closet and to have things be nice and organized. So we've sorted, we've purged, we've arranged. Now on the maintenance mode, when it comes to getting into maintenance mode, my challenge to you is, just like in your office where they say don't pile it, file it, I'm going to say don't pile it, hang it. If you wore it just briefly and it's not dirty and it doesn't need to be laundered, go ahead and fold it and put it away, or hang it back on the hanger. If it needs to be laundered, put it in the laundry basket. Kind of make it your plan not to let something hang on the bathtub or pile on the floor or sit in the chair. Go ahead and just do a little bit each day. When you take off your clothing at the end of the day, go ahead and deal with it then so that you never have those piles again to deal with. And it's going to be so easy after you've tackled that closet systematically, got it all in order, then to do it next April. If you decide to revisit your master closet, if you've done it, it's going to be very easy. You're going to be very glad that you did that. Now, one last tip about the hangers before I forget. I have a friend that always does this. When she does her closet, instead of hanging them up frontwards, she puts things on her closet rod backwards. And the idea of this is when you hang everything back up, put it all backwards. And then as you wear it the first time, when you take it down and hang it back up, then put it frontwards. And so the idea is that then at the end of the next season, when you decide to purge your closet again, any item of clothing that is still hanging there backward is your first prime candidate for being released to bless someone else and to move on. Because if it's sat there hanging on the rack for 6 months and you have not worn it or taking it off, then clearly that's not a favorite item. It's not an item that you're probably ever going to wear again, and you can go ahead and release that to someone who will be blessed by it. Now, before we leave the closet behind, I just also want to challenge you to go through this process with your children. If you're a mommy and you still have children at home, when it comes time to do your closet, you can have them help you, but certainly when you get ready to tackle their closet, bring them along with you. Even a 5 or 6 year old can be trained in how this works. Resist that temptation to have your husband take them to the park or send them outside to play so you can just get it done quickly. I promise you, it's like every other chore in the house. If you will take the time to train your children now, that time investment is going to reap great rewards later for you when you can delegate that to your children. But also, mommies, we need to see this as just part of preparing them for life. Their life skills. You're going to teach them scripture. You're going to teach them how to brush their teeth. You're going to teach them their multiplication tables. And we need to teach them how to balance a checkbook and manage money and how to manage a home. So that could begin with managing their closets. And what better time than October for all of us to go through, evaluate what we already have, what we don't need, what we can release, what we might want to add to our Christmas list. So in October and November, we know the holidays are coming. So as we go through this process of purging and arranging and maintaining, we see what we have, we see where we might have some holes in our wardrobe, what we might want to have. We might discover treasures we forgot we have. Before we jump in to make our Christmas list of what we want, it's a great idea to take stock of what we already have, to be grateful for the blessings that we have. Most of us that live in this country are blessed well beyond what we deserve. We can be good stewards of what we have, be grateful, and just take care of what God has blessed us with. When I have an uncluttered home, including my closets, I feel like I just have a lot more peace in my whole attitude and my countenance. Sometimes after I've done that closet, I just like to go back in and look at it and realize, oh, how nice to have one part of my home in order and all managed. So I hope that some of these ideas might be something that would bless you. I hope it spurs you on to go ahead and not just ignore that item on the monthly list about tackling the closet, but maybe might equip you and challenge you to just jump in there and get it done a little bit at a time. If you want to tackle the whole closet, fine, but I kind of think it's more doable and more realistic if we just tackle a little bit of a section at a time. So happy fall, y'all, and happy closet organization. For Cross My Heart Ministry, I'm Laura McFarland. Thanks for spending a little bit of your time today with me. If this video has been a blessing to you, would you just give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment below and let me know what part of your closet you're going to tackle first, and if you go ahead and do it, how many things you think you're going to get rid of. If you think a friend might be blessed by the information we share here, we'd love it if you would share a link to our channel with someone else and encourage them to subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and click that big red subscribe button. It's totally free, doesn't cost you a thing, and it surely is a blessing to our ministry. Thanks for watching our Martha Monday, where we tackle the house, get in here, do some fun things, but I hope you'll come back on Friday, because that's when we publish our teaching on the Word of God, and that's what really stirs my heart. That's the reason I feel like I was created, to glorify God, to encourage women to love God and to love His Word. So I hope that you will come back and be following through and studying along with us through the book of Romans, our current study. So wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope you're having a blessed week. Again, for Cross My Heart Ministry, I'm Laura McFarland. Happy October almost.